I'm Anna Chapman-Andrews. I do the marketing and comms for the Hospital Club, which is a private members club and sort of creative hub in the heart of London. We've got a TV studio in the basement, we've got a screening room, we've got a gallery and lots of member spaces. So yeah, people come here to network and get things done. So we've had a social media presence, to be honest, for longer than I've been here. Certainly when I started we had 2,000 followers on Twitter, and we've now got 12.5, so it's grown quite quickly in that period. We really focus on Twitter and Facebook predominantly, largely resource-wise. We don't have any more man hours actually to commit to other platforms, but obviously it's it's probably the single most important platform we have for promoting what we do, because as a private members club, you're not advertising particularly, and word of mouth is absolutely critical, and that's obviously what social media is all about, a dynamic dialogue with your clients. So it's a great way of finding out what people think about you and encouraging them to be complimentary to you, to other people. I don't know that it's made a difference to how we directly interact with them when they're in the building. We encourage them to tweet about it. I mean, there's a lot of messaging around, a bit of messaging around saying, follow us on Twitter, or hashtags and things like that, but it's not too in your face, because I still don't think that maybe more than half of our membership are actually using it with any regularity. We had like 3 or 4 different profiles on Facebook, which we hadn't actually set up. We only had one that we were running, and then there was another one which had, and I don't even know where it came from, which had about 15,000 check-ins on it. So people just do it. So it's about 25,000 and counting now, which is amazing. But we don't do anything to encourage them that. We post information about what's going on and pictures and galleries, stuff about what's happened, and share stuff about the industries that catch our eye, that we think is interesting. But and people engage with that. So that it's sort of built up. It's got to the point now where we just can't ignore it. You've got to pay quite a lot of attention to it, because it's reached that sort of critical mass where it's it needs managing. It's important. I think the tone that you adopt in social media you have to decide what that's going to be, obviously, according to your brand and the perception of your brand. We're a private members club, so there is automatically a perception of exclusivity, which is fine. It is what it is, but at the same time we don't want, we're not snobby at all, and we take huge pride in our affection for and good relationship with our members. So I think it's really important to be seen to be accessible and down to earth and deliver exceptional service, and that is actually just being friendly. And that's that is absolutely one of our core things, is do what we deliver as well as we possibly can. I think the challenges when I started were mainly a question of resourcing. You really need to commit to it and have somebody who's dedicated, spending a set amount of time, consistently, and ideally have some sort of a strategy that you're sticking to, like a broader content strategy that actually makes sure that you deliver a balance of, information and amusement. We're quite lucky in that a lot of people come to us and say, we've got tickets to this amazing theatre production which has just launched, can we give you 5 pairs of tickets to offer to your members? Because everybody wants to access our membership because they're awesome, and they're kind of sort of self-curating, I guess, but they belong to a club in the centre of London that defines itself by the creative industries. That sets itself, that's quite a clear target group. So a lot of people want to access that. So having access to stuff to offer to people on social media isn't a problem. It's more, as I said before, it's more a question of pacing it and making sure we get the balance between what we give and what we're trying to sell, for want of a nicer way of putting it, to people, getting that balance right. And just, being entertaining as well, being interesting to read.